Despite being a few weeks into Fortnite Season 7, we're still finding Easter eggs all over the map. Anyway, with a game as big and expansive as Fortnite, there are still plenty of things waiting to be discovered, and here at TheGamer, it's our job to let you in on a few secrets you may not know about Season 7. So, let's get into it. Melting snow. As seasons change in Fortnite, so does the weather. A huge iceberg collided with the map to bring in Season 7, and a whole boatload of snow came with it. Now, the snow isn't all over the map, but a significant portion of it is covered in snow, especially the new location, Polar Peak. Only a few pieces of a castle were sticking out of the snow, but over the last few weeks, we've seen the snow slowly melt from the peak, revealing more and more of the castle. Killer King Kevin takes us on a tour of what we assume is the Ice King's castle. You know, the skin you unlock at Tier 100. He looks like a guy who you don't want to mess with, but he still takes kindly to visitors, so he must be a decent fellow, huh? It's a beautiful castle with an incredible courtyard and plenty of building to search for loot, or hide in if need be. The big tower that we saw sticking up at the beginning of the season is actually a huge library that we suspect will have many floors and make for an interesting fighting spot as the snow keeps on melting. Polar Peak is definitely a location to keep track of as the Season 7 storyline rolls on. It just might be the key for Season 8. Battle Bus Balloon Head. For the holiday season, Fortnite changed the look of the battle bus to make it fit in more, and we love it. The Christmas lights, the giant Santa battle bus balloon. It was a great look, but believe it or not, it's not a new one. The battle bus of Season 7 is nearly identical to the Christmas battle bus of Season 2, as Dakotaz shows us. That's why OG players were freaking out about the look of the battle bus. If you started playing Fortnite during Season 3 or later, then you wouldn't get the reference, but OG players remember. Oh, we remember. As if bringing the battle bus back wasn't enough, they decided to pack in another reference to the big Santa balloon in the Sergeant Winter skin that we like to call the Swole Santa. Dante Plays shows us one of the pieces of headgear you can give to Sergeant Winter, and one of them is the exact same face of the Santa balloon. It looks absolutely hilarious to see a skin with bulging muscles, and Christmas-themed tattoos have a head like that. But hey, we think it's great, and it's a reference to Season 2 of Fortnite. So good on Epic Games for bringing some Fortnite history back to the forefront. This is just one of the many reasons why we think they're the best developer out there. Snowfall. No, we're not talking about this set of Snowfall challenges in the game. We mean the Snowfall umbrella that you can unlock in Season 7. We love it just as much as DSV Gamers does. Now, you don't unlock it by completing the Snowfall challenges, and you can't simply buy it at the item shop. It's actually much simpler than all that. All you have to do is earn a victory royale in either a game of solo, duos, and squads, and you get the umbrella for a job well done. Well, isn't that nice? Earning an umbrella each season for getting a victory royale isn't anything new, but this umbrella is much different from the others that all have a very simple style. You see, Epic Games is not one for remaining stagnant, so they decided to spice things up with the new Snowfall umbrella and really make it stand out when compared to others from previous seasons. How did they do this? Well, they kept the same design, but made it fit the winter theme better. They made it white with plenty of snowman buttons and added a little carrot in the middle. It's a hilarious glider in a game full of incredible cosmetics, so we think it'll fit right in. It's also not too difficult to unlock, especially if you have a group of friends who can carry you to a victory royale. Faces around the map. If you completed Stage 1 of the Week 1 challenge, Dance on Top of a Crown of RVs, then you may have noticed something interesting about the crown of RVs. A crown goes on a head, and a head typically has a face. So just in case you didn't somehow notice, underneath the crown of RVs was a face carved into the mountain. Now, the artist clearly didn't put in the same amount of effort as Gutson and Lincoln Borglum did to create their Mount Rushmore, but at least they tried. Hold your head up high, whoever you are at Epic Games, because we at TheGamer appreciate your hard work and dedication to creating mountain faces. Funny enough, this isn't the only face you'll find on the map. If you go into replay mode and mosey on down to the snow biome, you could angle the camera in a way which makes the mountains look like an angry, icy face, with teeth and everything staring right at you. We definitely find this face much more menacing than the bored-looking one in the desert biome. For whatever reason, they just remind us of Pokemon. The face in the desert biome looks like a nose pass, and the face in the snow biome looks like Snorlax. Now that we mention it, you just can't unsee it. Sorry about that. The map is larger. Sticking with the theme of maps and ditching the theme of mountain faces, this is a little interesting fact that only those with a keen sense of sight could notice. Well, really, anyone could notice this fact if they took the time to compare the old map from Season 6 to the new one in Season 7, which is something a lot of players surprisingly don't take the time to do. If you take a close look at the map, you can see that it's pretty rounded, except for the southwest corner of the map. It looks like there's a chunk of the map missing. Clearly, Epic Games didn't just want to add a new area of the map, they wanted to expand it. And that's just what they did with the new map in Season 7. The new snow biome increased the size of the map by over 10%. That's a huge increase that's rarely seen in any single update to a Battle Royale game. Not only that, but now, the map is much more aesthetically pleasing to those of us with OCD. It's nice, round, and perfectly balanced, as all things should be, and might shrink during the course of the season due to global warming and all that, but for now, we're enjoying the new map. Lynx is a streamer. Streaming is one of the main reasons why Fortnite is so popular. You know, other than it being an amazing game that's free and all, Epic Games is pretty much aware of this fact, and they've hosted tournaments full of pro players and streamers. But did you know that one of the in-game skins is actually a streamer? Tabor Hill completed the Week 2 Secret Banner Challenge, which led him to discover something interesting about the Lynx skin. There's a room in Frosty Flights, one of the new locations in Season 7, where you'll find a whole streamer setup. There's 2 monitors around a board and a bunch of posters up. There's even a little lounge area with a couch, table, and chair. Hey, that's one heck of a setup if we do say so ourselves. Just go near the banner, hold up a button, and boom, you completed the challenge. It's as simple as that. Now, supposedly the skin is based on popular Fortnite streamer Kitty Plays, and we can definitely see the similarities, especially with her iconic hat and ears. Unlike the whole Summit 1G debacle, though, Epic Games never outright denied that the skin was based on Kitty Plays. While Lynx might not be Kitty Plays' skin per se, it's definitely based on her, and we're sure she'll be using it a lot in her stream from here on out. Turtle structure. In Season 7, many of the challenges have multiple stages that get progressively harder. This way, even if you don't complete the final stage, at least you can get partially rewarded for completing the challenge. We mentioned the Week 1 challenge to dance on top of a crown of RVs, but that was actually just Stage 1. For Stage 2, you had to dance on top of a metal turtle. We had a crab and a llama structure in the game at one point, and Harry94 introduces us to the new turtle structure in Season 7. It's a shell made out of metal, and the turtle itself is made out of wood. We think that's a little backwards because turtles are typically green in color with their shells being brown, but hey, we understand Epic Games' reasoning behind the decision. Metal is more durable than wood, so they used metal for the shell. Makes sense. You can find the turtle on the far east side of the map on top of a hill, right between Wailing Woods and Lonely Lodge. The loot you can find in the metal turtle isn't great, so we only recommend landing there to complete Stage 2 of the Week 1 challenge. That being said, we're happy to have another animal structure in the game. We're still waiting for that tiger, though. Hey, come on guys, tigers are cool. Duracell battery. We were very excited when we learned that wraps were coming to Fortnite in Season 7, essentially being gun camos like those found in Call of Duty. The new wraps can change the look of your weapons and vehicles in Fortnite. We were starting to get bored of having to look at the same weapons each and every game, so now we finally get some much needed variation. Our eyes are thankful for it. There are some good wraps and some bad ones, and Redditor Armin Aegis noticed something rather interesting about one of them. When you get to Tier 74 of Battle Pass Season 7, you unlock the carbon and gold wrap. Right off the bat, it looks great on pretty much any weapon or vehicle, until you see what Armin Jesus saw. He noticed that the wrap seemed to resemble a Duracell battery, and we have to agree with him. The resemblance is uncanny. Many believe this was done intentionally as some sort of Duracell product placement in Fortnite, but we just think it's a coincidence. An awesome coincidence, but a coincidence nonetheless. No matter what the case may be, what is seen cannot be unseen, so we'll be calling it the Duracell wrap from now on. We'll still use it because it looks great, even if it's gonna make us think of batteries the entire time. And that bunny with sunglasses on, you know him? Submarine. We got into Stage 1 and 2 of this Week 1 challenge, but for Stage 3, we find another new addition to the game. For the stage, you need to dance on top of a submarine like Harry94. Now, if you're looking around the icy regions of the snow biome for this submarine, you're not going to find it anywhere. You see, this submarine must be able to fly or something, because you'll find it at the top of a peak near Frosty Flights. We have no idea how it got there, but we guess a Stormwing plane must have been carrying it and it slipped out, somehow landing perfectly on top of a peak. Sounds legit, right? The submarine is quite small, but there's almost always a chest on top of it, so it's a decent landing spot for a game of solo, but that's about it. We don't recommend ever landing there unless it's to complete the challenge. In that case, hey, we're all for it. Unleash your craziest dance moves to complete the challenge, and then loot up before you jump down and probably eliminate yourself from the round. It's a long way down, so you better hope you get some bandages and a shield from that chest. If not, well, it'll be a really nice short round for you. Unless you're playing with some friends, then it'll be painfully long. Moving statue. One of the most interesting Easter eggs we found in Season 7 is the rock statue you can find around Tomato Temple. At first, it just looks like a nice sculpture created by an artist who's a bit more talented than the ones who made that lame face under the crown of RVs. But it's much more than that. YouTubers like JT have noticed the statue is moving around. He even noticed ice statues earlier in the season, which led to the release of a few new skins. This moving rhino statue might lead to the release of a new skin as well, or it could lead to something more. Just in case some of you are a little confused, the statue isn't moving around the map. It's standing in the same place but striking different poses. What hasn't changed is the group of rocks around the statue and the chest at its feet. What do these poses mean exactly? Well, no one has found a way to decode them just yet, and maybe there isn't anything to decode in the first place. It could just be a very expressive rhino statue. Along with the melting snow in the iceberg biome, the moving rhino statue may be one of the storylines to watch in Season 7. It's safe to say that this season is shaping up to be the best one yet. Those were just some of the Fortnite Season 7 Easter eggs that may have gone right over your head. What do you like most about Season 7? Are there any secrets we may have missed? Let us know in the comments section below, and don't forget to subscribe to TheGamer for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching.